I'm going to introduce myself. You guys are Jason Christie. We're going to talk about pre-spawn and power tactics. And how many of you guys were here last year whenever I spoke? About half, looks like. So if you, we're not going to take it as serious as what most people do. You know, I open the door for 5 seconds and Hackney's talking. You guys, this is going to be a lot more laid back. If you got a question, ask me, because that's kind of how I roll through this thing, is I feed off what you guys ask me, and it makes it go a lot better. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's start simple, because you know, I've fished a lot over the years, and I'm going to ask you, what is pre-spawn to you? Because, you know, I still sometimes I think, well, what is pre-spawn to me? I think everybody has a little bit definition. My definition of pre-spawn is when the fish come out of winter pattern between there and when they go to bed. That's pre-spawn. You know, and there's a lot of things they do in that. And I think to be a good pre-spawn fisherman, you have to understand the spawn and where they're going. You know, I kind of get excited talking about pre-spawn because, let me finish this. I kind of get excited about talking about pre-spawn because I feel like I'm pretty good at it. And I think the reason I'm pretty good at it is I kind of know where they're going. And I know where they're coming from. And I kind of got an idea of where they're going to stop on the way. That's going to trigger that. All right, and I kind of hope you guys can follow me, because I'm going to bounce around a little bit. First of all is the moon. Here's what I think about the moon. Of course, that big wave of fish is going to move on the moon, on the first full moon. I mean, the first available full moon they have. Whenever I go out wintertime fishing, say in February, when I go out, I always watch that full moon, even if it's still cold. And the reason I'm watching is because, you know, say late February, you get a full moon and it's starting to warm up a little bit. Because what happens on that full moon, I don't care if the water temperature is 37 degrees. On a full moon, there's going to be a lot of fish go shallow to feed. That's what they do. They move up at night and they kind of start moving. Well, whenever they move up there and they realize, hey, it's kind of starting to warm up a little bit, they start hanging around up shallow. And they tend, so if you get a moon that's on the warm side, that's a good trigger that some of these fish are going to be up there. And that's whenever I'll start moving more to the bank rather than the wintertime pattern. Okay, and a while ago when I peeked in, and Hackney's saying, I catch them in the wintertime shallow. Yeah, I do too. But those big schools, you know, they're out there on those creek channel ledges, on the main river ledges. And that's how you win tournaments. That's how you win 4-day tournaments, is fishing for those big schools of fish most of the time. Like I said, there's no set rules in bass fishing. So the moon is a big factor. We talked earlier, I said something earlier about they don't all go to the bank at one time. And this is why the staging area is replenished. This is why this is how in the staging area so many guys win tournaments, because you're catching fish that are going to the bank. You're catching fish that are coming from the bank. I mean, it's just like a highway right there. It's like, you know, 7-Eleven on the interstate. There's people stopping there all the time. And that's what it is. You know, and that's what, when these fish go to spawn, that's just like little interstates and stuff. And they all pull over right there at 7-Eleven. They eat, and then they go on. That's what a staging area is.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip. And for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
You want to become a better angler? You want to catch more and bigger bass at your local pond? Then check out Bass University TV for hardcore bass fishing information.
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom,
We want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really find that sweet spot.
you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.